My family watched my grandfather die slowly rather than spare $300 for his oxygen tank refill, and 3 weeks later, they discovered he'd quietly won $450 million. I'm Harper Ellis, 34, lead strategist at Apex Brand Studio in Chicago. My job is turning corporate scandals into feel-good stories. A data breach becomes enhanced privacy protocols. Mass firings become right-sizing for innovation. I'm exceptional at it because I understand denial. People will swallow any lie if it lets them sleep without guilt. But no client brief prepared me for the Oscar-worthy performance my own relatives delivered last month. It started on a freezing Thursday. I was in a sleek boardroom pitching a rebrand for a failing energy drink when my phone lit up with a message from The Nest, my Aunt Lydia's cutesy name for our family group chat. She thought it sounded warm and cozy. It was more like a nest of vipers. The notification made my pulse spike. It was a photo from Lydia, her contacts list, with Dad now sporting the little grey blocked icon. Caption: had to protect my peace. Constant requests are draining. Healthy boundaries, fam. I slipped out, locked myself in a stall, and scrolled back. 10 minutes earlier, Grandpa Walter, 82, widowed, living alone in the same modest ranch house he'd owned since 1972, had posted, "Hi all. Sorry to bother. The oxygen supplier raised rates again. I'm short $300 this month. Social Security hits in 9 days. If anyone can spot me, I'll repay first of the month. Thanks. Love, Dad." That was it. A humble ask from a man who'd worked 45 years as a mechanic to put Lydia and my mom Vanessa through private colleges, who'd cashed in his retirement to bail out Uncle Ron's failed boat business. The replies were a masterclass in cruelty disguised as concern. Uncle Ron first. "Pops, have you looked into those portable concentrators? Way cheaper long-term. I can call your insurance for you." Then my cousin Dylan, living rent-free in a condo his mom bought him. "Grandpa, maybe drop the premium cable package? I use this free app for everything." He attached a link to some finance tracker. Silence followed. The kind where you know everyone's reading, calculating, and choosing in action. Then Aunt Lydia, Vanessa's right to step back. It's classic manipulation. Every month another emergency. "We're not a bank." Mom Vanessa heart-reacted Lydia's message. Then added, "Honestly, at his age, is all this equipment even necessary? Quality over quantity, you know." I stared at the screen, bile rising. She was casually suggesting we let him suffocate to save a few $100. No one objected. Ron sent a praying hands emoji. I didn't explode in the chat. I'd learned long ago that calling them out just earned me the label overly sensitive. Instead, I screenshotted everything. Every deflection, every heart react, every veiled death wish, and saved them in a folder labeled evidence. Then a private text from Grandpa arrived. "Harper, sweetheart, ignore my message in the group. I didn't mean to stir trouble. Lydia's probably right. I should plan better. I'll stretch the tank a few more days. Don't worry about me. Stretch the tank." The doctor had warned that dropping below prescribed levels risked fatal respiratory failure. I glanced at my bank app, $612 left until payday. Rent, $2,100, due in 6 days. Groceries low. One overdue invoice from a side gig. But I remembered being 8, curled on Grandpa's lap in his garage while my teenage mom partied. He'd raised me when Vanessa decided single motherhood didn't fit her new marriage to a lawyer with a lakeside house and 2 planned kids. My half-sisters who got ponies while I got hand-me-downs. Grandpa never complained. He just showed up, with scraped-together tuition, midnight rides home from debate tournaments, quiet pride when I landed my first real job. I ordered a 90-day oxygen refill. $598.42. Balance after, $13.58. I texted him, "Don't stretch anything. A supplier discount came through, delivery tonight. Take care of yourself. Love you." His reply, "You're an angel, Harp. I'll repay soon as the check clears. Proud of you every day." Back at my desk, the group chat had moved on. Planning Christmas brunch, debating who'd bring the mimosas. As if they hadn't just voted to let their father suffocate. I screenshotted that too. 3 weeks later, Grandpa invited me over for coffee. He looked stronger, color back in his cheeks. Then he slid an envelope across the kitchen table. "I didn't need money, kiddo," he said quietly. "I needed to know who still had a soul." Inside, a validated lottery ticket worth $450 million. He'd bought it months ago on a whim, checked it weeks back, and waited. Waited to see who would show up when he asked for help. Now he knew. And soon, when he calls the family to announce his miracle windfall, they'll swarm with sudden love and concern. But I have the receipts. Every ugly word preserved. When the house of cards collapses under their greed, I'll be standing beside the only person who ever truly chose me. And they'll finally see what a real burden looks like, the mirror he's about to hold up to their faces.